So let's start off with finding the maximum and minimum value for a quadratic expression. So let's say the quadratic expression is y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, and we need to find the maximum and minimum value. So first thing we need to understand is that if the leading coefficient, that is a, if that is positive, then the graph of this quadratic will be of this shape, a U-shaped parabola. And in this case, you'll have a minimum value. However, for max, there will be no max value, as the maximum value will go till infinity. And in case if a is less than 0, then the parabola will be of this shape, and then you'll have a max value and the min value, this will be till minus infinity, right? So there will be no minimum value, but the we'll be able to find the maximum value. So let's see how we can exactly, find that value. So what we'll do is, let's say we'll take the example of a equation. So let's take a question, in fact, and see how we can, find the minimum and maximum value. So there are a lot of ways, and we'll just try one of the ways here. So let's say the question is use the symmetry of quadratic function to find max or min points and sketch the graph. So let's say this is the question. Okay, and the quadratic equation which we have, the expression. So let's say we take the expression as y is equal to x square minus 6x plus 8. So let's say this is the question, and let's see how we can solve this one. So now, as I said, that there are a lot of methods to solve this particular equation. So let's start off with one of the easier types. So the first thing is the leading coefficient. The leading coefficient is 1, which is greater than 0. So we know the shape of the parabola. It will be a U-shaped parabola, and it will have a min value. We need to find this minimum value. Now what I'll do is I'll try to write this in completing the square form. So let's say I'll write this as y is equal to x square. So what I'll do is I have x square minus 6x. So if I divide the coefficient of x by 2, which is 3, and so I can write this as x minus 3 the whole square. So what I've done is, in fact, I have put a plus 9 here. So I'll have a minus 9 here, right? So this will be y is equal to x minus 3 the whole square minus 1. So what we have done is we have converted this into completing the square form, and we got this particular form. Now we can clearly see that this value, this expression y, will have the minimum value when x will be equal to 3, because when x is equal to 3, this part will be 0, and this is the square part, so its lowest value can be 0, right? So if this is 0, if I put x equal to 3, then this answer will be minus 1. So the minimum value of this quadratic expression is minus 1, and this occurs when x is equal to 3. Because if we put any other value, so let's say if I put the value as 4, x as 4. So if I put x equal to 4, I'll get y is equal to, so 4 minus 3, which is 1, 1 minus 1, which is 0, and 0 is greater than minus 1. So we are getting a value greater than minus 1. So that's not the minimum value. If you put x is equal to 5, then you'll get 3 as the answer. If you put x equal to, let's say, 2, then you will get this will become 2 minus 3, 2 minus 3, which is minus 1. Minus 1, the square is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So again, you're not getting the minimum value. So the minimum value, you get it when x is equal to 3 and the minimum value is minus 1. So this is this point which we have got, that is 3 comma minus 1. This is known as the vertex of the parabola. So this is the vertex of the parabola. Okay. So now we know the minimum value. Now we need the other 2 points to plot the graph. So what we'll do is we'll just again write this quadratic expression. The quadratic expression was x minus 3 the whole square minus 1. This was the quadratic expression. Now let's draw the y-axis, the x-axis. Now we need to know how the graph will look like, and the vertex, we know the vertex is 3 comma minus 1. So 3 comma minus 1 will be somewhere here. So 1 2 3. So this is 3 minus 1 here. So this is somewhere here. This is the vertex. Okay, this is the vertex of the parabola. Now we need to know where does the parabola cuts the x-axis. So if it has to cut the x-axis, then y has to be 0. So what I'll do is I'll put y equal to 0. So if you put y equal to 0, you'll get 0 is equal to x. So let's open this, x square minus 6x plus 9 minus 1. So 0 is equal to x square minus 6x plus 8. So 0 is equal to, now let's factorize this. So you'll have x square minus 4x minus 2x plus 8. So 0 is equal to x minus 4 minus 2 x minus 4. So what you get is you get x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 4. That means when x is 2, this graph cuts the x. When x is 2, this graph will cut the x-axis, and when x is 4, so this will cut the x-axis. So this is your 4 comma 0 point, and this is your 2 comma 0 point. Now we know the shape of the graph. So now the only thing we need to know is what will happen when x will be 0. So x is 0 at y-axis. So when x is 0, if you put x as 0, so when you put x equal to 0, what do you get? You get y equal to 9 minus 1, which is 8. So that means there this will cut from here. This is 0 comma 8. When x is 0, y is 8. Now we know the points from which the parabola will pass, and this is your vertex. This is 3 comma minus 1. Now let's draw the parabola. So let's make a just freehand sketch. So this is something like this way. So this is your parabola. And if someone asks you what is the line of symmetry, so the line of symmetry will always pass through the vertex, and the line of symmetry in this case would be perpendicular to the x-axis and parallel to the y-axis. So the line of symmetry is actually x equal to 3. So this is how we plot the parabola. So I hope you understood this part. You can take one more question. Let's take one more question and see how we can do that. Let's see the next question. Here the leading coefficient is minus 1, which is less than 0. So the graph of this function will be this way, and you'll have a max value. So again what you'll do is you'll try to complete the square. So I'll write this as 12, and you'll take minus common. So you'll have x square minus x, and let's complete the square. So you'll have y is equal to 12 minus, and this would be x minus half the whole square. Now you'll have a minus 1 by 4 inside, so you'll write a plus 1 by 4. Now again you got this, you'll have 12 plus 1 by 4, so this is 12 1 by 4 minus x minus 1 by 2 the whole square. So now you got the expression. Now again you will do the same thing. You'll have the max value, and the max value will be 12 1 by 4, and this will occur when x is equal to half. So you'll just have to make sure that the perfect square part gets 0, right? So you got the vertex. This is the vertex. So the vertex in this case is half comma 12 1 by 4. This is your vertex. Okay. Now once you have the vertex, you need the other 2 points for the graph where it cuts the x-axis. So for x-axis, we need y equal to 0. So I'll just put y equal to 0 and I'll try to factorize this. And when you factorize this particular part on the right hand side, you'll end up getting 3 plus x 4 minus x. So you'll have 3 plus x 4 minus x. So in this case, you'll end up getting x as minus 3 and x as 4. So you got the points on x-axis as well. So let's draw the graph. So here we have the y-axis, the x-axis, the y-axis, minus 3 comma 0, minus 3 comma 0, 4 comma 0, and the vertex is half comma 12 1 by 4. So half comma, so this will be somewhere here, 12 1 by 4. So somewhere here, right? So you got the 3 points, and you can also find the point where the parabola cuts the y-axis. That would be when x is equal to 0. So if I put x equal to 0, we get 12. So 12 will be somewhere here. So the graph will be this way. I'm just again drawing a rough sketch somewhere here, right? A smooth curve, right? And the vertex was half comma 12 1 by 4. And again, this is the line of symmetry. In this case, the line of symmetry is x equal to half. So hope you understood this method. So remember, what we do is, the first part is we complete the square, and we just have to make sure the square part becomes 0. That part where x will put the value of x, for which this part becomes 0, that part will help you to get the value of y, which will be the max value or the min value, and that would be the vertex. Once you get the vertex, then you factorize it and put y equal to 0 to get the points where the graph will cut x-axis, and then you put y equal to 0 to get the point where the graph will cut the y-axis. Once you get all the points, you can just draw the sketch. So hope you understood this method. And as discussed earlier, there is also calculus method, which we'll learn in some other lectures, how we can use calculus method, which is a bit simpler compared to this one, to find the max and min value. So till next time, take care. Bye bye.